Good afternoon, everyone. Did you enjoy the show? So, Kobe, thank you very much. It was amazing. And, this is just the beginning. We have another 21 designers that are going to share their collection with us in 17 different shows. And to think about it, usually you're doing a fashion show, you take one designer. Can you hear me better now? Give them about 3 weeks to design the entire collection. It's just unbelievable, the production of all these activities. And this is what you've seen this morning, is just the beginning. So we have a very tight agenda for today and for the next 4 days. And we need to stick to the schedule because we are going to have live shows coming to this stage as well at 2 o'clock. And we have a very interesting panel. The only thing I would like to share with you is that our aim as Kornit is really to drive a massive change in this industry. This is a fascinating industry, very colorful, very sexy industry. But is the second most polluted industry in the world. And it has to go digital, it has to go greener. And the entire world moved digital. We saw it in every industry around us. And fashion industry and textile industry is kind of stuck ages back. And our role as Kornit is to change it. And with you, our customers, our prospects, our partners, designers, brands, it's our role to drive this change for a better world and for a world that is more creative, sustainable, and on demand. So we will talk a lot about it. I will have a chance also during the next session to share a bit about the vision and where we are taking it with Kornit. So I will stop here because we are a bit late on time, and run and invite, I think, who is next? Chuck? Chuck, please.
Hi, how are you? I'm very impressed. Like 5 minutes for him is unbelievable. Unbelievable. First of all, welcome. My name's Chuck Mayo, and I am the president of what we call KDAM, which is Kornit Digital Americas. We are the ones that are hosting you. 25 years, dealing with very esteemed denim suppliers like Levi's and Lucky Brand and Polo, has been in this industry for a long time. Don and I first started talking to him about 3 months ago when he was in the process of regentrifying an old denim facility that did decoration as well. So when we go to Denim Forward, you're going to see kind of the old, kind of the past and the way that the industry, unsustainable industry operated, and then what the keynote is going to talk about today. Absolutely incredible what he's going to be doing with our machines. We have one of our machines, which is our flagship direct-to-garment product that's there. It's the Max. You'll be able to see that product. But also for the first time and first installation in the United States, we're going to be installing what we call our Presto Max. And that's our roll-to-roll product, and it's the first time ever that we're going to be demonstrating it. So this will be an outstanding opportunity to see this live at Denim Forward. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Chief Executive Officer, and it's Carlos Arias. Thank you, my partner.
Thank you. Thank you, Chuck, and thank you, Ronan, and certainly Don for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here for us at Denim Forward. It's our first time participating with Kornit in a Fashion Week event, and we're thrilled to be here with you. And I think I had a small deck. I don't know if that's going to be able to come up, but if not, we'll wing it. Okay, so no deck. That's fine. So I would like to make a case for digital transformation. I really would. I would like to. I know that this industry, which is called the fashion industry, sometimes we don't feel so fashionable. We're still doing things, let's say, quite the antiquated way. Extremely analog, extremely long lead times, And for me, it's really important to explain why digital transformation could be such an important part of how we move forward as an industry. Can you go to the next slide, please? So just a little bit about Denim Forward. We are actually an implementation company of transformative technology, and we are really looking to make this industry more sustainable and more consumer responsive. And we believe that those two elements are extremely critical in how we're going to be able to survive in this industry and to thrive. So please, one more. There's a concept that we've been thinking for many years, and it's how disjointed we've become. In the early stages of fashion, it was about connection. It was about a designer bringing extraordinary creativity, connecting with a consumer. That's what tailors did, seamstresses did. It was about that connection. And we have an industry where through multiple layers of handoffs and time, we miss that connection. And when that connection is missed, two things happen. First, things that were supposed to look one way, look another. And because they're not looking the same way you intended, you don't sell them. So massive amounts of inventory in this industry have to be dumped. That is not sustainable. That is not a path forward. So for us, please, the next slide, if you may, it is also about creativity meeting individuality. It is about retaking that concept of we are all the same but are all different. We all want similar things, not exactly the same thing. And I think the fashion industry needs to retake that leadership role in promoting creativity, but connecting it with individuality. And that's about as important as any other concept. If I can leave something with you, please, let's reconnect. Let's get that creativity in the eye of the consumer. It needs to be about me. Why would I want to wear what you're presenting me? And it's not. And I know that in many cases it could be about I saw somebody wear something I like, but it represents something to me, and that is important for us. Please, the next slide. So it's sustainability is such a critical piece of the puzzle. I think in the past, and I will have to say, one of my friends who's a longtime denim executive said, you know, we have to reivindicate ourselves from years of pollution caused by our industry. And I know there's a concept that I really like is when you know better, you do better. In the past, we didn't know. We didn't have enough information. There was not enough technology to be able to do it. Now, less is the new more. It has to be about less. It has to be about less water, less chemistry. It has to be absolutely about using less energy, and of course, less waste. If we create products that are brand new, that never see a consumer's closet, we're failing. We're failing as an industry if we're not able to deliver what consumers love and not end up in a dumpster or in a recycling bin. I am, of course, pro-recycling, but let's not get it so much inventory at the end of the day if we can prevent it. And it's about on demand, and Ronan mentioned it. It is about faster. It is about exchanging months for weeks and weeks for days. It is about stopping the craziness. Let me tell you what the craziness is. The craziness is thinking that today we can predict what consumers will want in 1 year. That is craziness. It's not possible. I don't think I can predict what consumers want next month. And I think that's where we need to create the ability to understand consumers in such a way that they tell us what they want. and we give it to them. As an industry, I know that there's some inspirational designers in this room that already understand this very well and are looking for supply chains that can actually make it happen. So there's a lot of work we need to do here, but this is not an easy task. We're fighting with calendars. We're fighting with open to buy. So I have open to buy today. If I'm a retailer, yes, for September of next year. What happened to next month if I'm not connecting with consumers? So there's some important, I think, thought processes that need to change. Ronan talked about transformation. Are we interested in it? We should be, because the reality is that these long processes won't hold. And we're all living now a logistical nightmare after the COVID pandemic. We don't know if the things we produce for Christmas will be here for Christmas. I was yesterday with a dear friend having dinner, and he told me, you know what? I'm so happy my Halloween costume arrived yesterday. Yes, 1st of November. What can I say? He has a brand new costume for next year. I get it. Logistics, yes. Well, logistics, no. It's about how we plan the business in a way that makes sense. And all of this next, please, the next slide, if you may, it has to be also about, if you think about, about having a better toolbox. And here is where we chose some tools, and I really hope you're able to make it to Denim Forward this week. We would love to host you and show you our toolbox, because we believe there's extraordinary tools in the market for digital transformation that didn't exist before. We're so proud to be part of a new thought process that change is possible. With better tools, you'll get better results. It is about designing sustainability into product. It is about defending sustainability throughout the production process. It is about being proud of the product you make and sharing with consumers the sustainability footprint of what you produce. There are big things, important things that need to happen in our industry. And a better toolbox will give us better results. We're excited to be participating with Kornit, because I can tell you, we were discussing with Chuck and Don about how quickly we ended up putting together this partnership. And my appreciation to all of the Kornit team, you guys have been wonderful. But once we understood what was possible, there was no way we're not going to be part of it. So what you will see is a big effort at Denim Forward of showcasing what this new technology can do. We believe it's relevant, and we believe it's necessary for all organizations to consider this digital transformation that we're talking about. So these tools are that, tools for creativity. These are not tools that are exclusive to Denim Forward. We're not looking to corner the market on these tools. We're trying to showcase what's possible. Returning production back to the United States, returning production back to Europe, Europe for Europe, US for US, it is critically important. It won't be everything, we know that. Cost is too important. But if it's a fraction that makes consumers proud to wear your brand, if you can reconnect, if we can do it sustainably, if we can do this in the right way, what we have is an impossible to miss conclusion that transformation is the only path. So I don't want to end without telling you how optimistic I am about the future. I think we dropped the ball. I think we've been dropping it for a while. I think having consumers sort of substitute a sale sign for liking what they buy can't survive. So cheap crap is still crap. We agree, no? So let's buy beautiful things. Let's inspire creators. Let's inspire consumers to buy what they need, but beautifully. And this is why we're so excited to enter this digital transformation stage. So a warm welcome to you guys when you come to Denim Forward. I know that some of you may be coming today, others during the week. We are excited to be part of this Kornit story. And I can tell you, I am really, really looking forward to understanding what extraordinary creative minds adding extraordinary new tools can achieve. The future is bright, but we have to think transformationally. Thank you very much. I really wanted to just share this. I know we are short in time. My pleasure. Look forward to seeing you.